Here it comes from Dr. Frankenstein's laboratory in the haunted 444RR studios. It's the Talk Is Right, the only UCast with ghosts, goblins, and ghouls. Oh my! And now, here is your scary host, 444RR.
Alright, hello everybody, it's Wednesday, and it's time for the next episode of The Talk Is Right! And no, I won't do the Mickey Mouse voice throughout the entire Talk Is Right. No. I don't think I can keep that up the whole time. Okay, we got a lot of news to get into today, especially game show news. So let's get right into that with game show news. Alright, so our first bit of game show news this week comes from The Price Is Right. Congratulations to Los Angeles native Rob Wilson, who originally from Boston, Massachusetts. Who is Rob Wilson? Well, he is actually Price Is Right's first ever male model on the show. He won the male modeling gig, and he is going to tape his episodes this week, right as we speak, and they're going to air next week. So very quick turnaround on these episodes. So congratulations to Rob Wilson, and who knows, there was another model search back in season 37. And Amber won that, and she's been a permanent fixture on the show. So hopefully Rob will be a permanent fixture too. Okay, now we're going to do a new game show segment called Are You Kidding Me? This is Are You Kidding Me? And it's about a new game show coming out. I reported last week that Sony Pictures has a deal with the iOS app Draw Something, which they're going to put Draw Something as a game show on CBS, which is currently casting right now. I told you about that a week or two ago. Well, now there's going to be a new game show based off another iPhone app. Which app? Well, it involves No Mom, the weird, creepy little green monster from Cut the Rope. They're going to do a game show based off Cut the Rope. Are you kidding me? They're going to do a game show off Cut the Rope? Okay. Well, that's kind of weird and messed up, but I don't know. I mean, I've played Cut the Rope. I don't know if it's going to do well as a game show. I don't know. I don't know why they're doing game show apps. Like they're doing game shows based off of iPhone apps. I really don't know. But I don't know. We'll see how it's going to work. But they've just announced it. Nothing's going on with that yet. No casting or anything like that. But I'll give you more information as that becomes available. Okay, the Gruen Company, which currently produces the now renewed Oh Sit on the CW, is planning to bring two classic game show formats back. Phil Braun and others are pitching Treasure Hunt and Truth or Consequences to networks. Truth or Consequences, famously hosted by former Price is Right host Bob Barker, saw all contestants attempting to answer questions, the truth, but inevitably failing and having to complete a stunt on stage, the consequence. The series ran from 1940 to 1978, and despite several attempts since, has never connected enough to relaunch. Treasure Hunt, the other game show that they're trying to bring back, is essentially a predecessor to Deal or No Deal. Ask contestants to select a box and either take a bribe or leave the box. So nothing is really in the works for those yet. They're just trying to bring them back. No one really knows. So it's not really in the works yet. So we'll see. And also, Howie Mandel was on the Jeff Probst show the other day, and he announced that his unnamed White Elephant game show is going to premiere in December. So I'm very excited about that. I can't wait for White Elephant. I hope it's a good game show. I want everyone to watch it because I think it's going to be a good game show. And I want the ratings to be high. I want a lot of people to watch it so that maybe it'll come back for another season and an actual run. I think what they're going to do for that White Elephant game show is they're probably going to have it on for like a week or two and just do a test run. And if it's good, they'll bring it back. I know that show last year, Who's Still Standing, with Ben Bailey from Cash Cab, that did terrible. So it It's not going to come back. So hopefully this will come back because I think White Elephant will be a great game show. All right, October 15th, it's back. Figure It Out. If you remember, Figure It Out on Nickelodeon was brought back earlier this year. They announced it back in March. They taped the episodes, and the episodes started in June. Well, they're coming back on October 15th. The slime is quickly going to return. The new edition of the now hosted Jeff Sudpin premiered in June. This is the first season and did very well for the network in its 7 p.m. time slot. According to the network, during the 40-episode season, it ranked as the top program in its time slot with viewers aged 9 to 14 overall TV. It averaged 2.1 million total viewers, which really is not that bad for any cable program. The new season wrapped up production only a couple weeks ago. Excuse me. And it will consist of 30 episodes. While the previous season rarely strayed from using Nickelodeon-based stars, the new season is reminiscent of the 90s seasons in which some outside celebrities will be making appearances on the panel to guess the hidden talents of contestants. Among the new panelists is teen pop sensation Cody Simpson, Los Angeles Laker Metta World Peace, WNBA star Candace Parker, and skateboarding legend Tony Hawk. So they're going to have outside they're going to have outside celebrities, not just Nickelodeon celebrities. And also, I've also heard there's going to be a home viewer on the panel this year because Nickelodeon did a special watch and win where if you were the winner, they flew you out to Los Angeles to be a panelist on the show. So this should be pretty exciting. I can't wait for the new season to figure it out. I loved the 90s version, and I loved season 1 with Jeff Sudpin of the new revived version. So I honestly think that season 2 will be even just as good with Jeff Sudpin. I love Jeff Sudpin. I loved him on Brain Surge, and I'll show you how old I am. I loved him on You Pick Live. You probably don't even remember what that was, but if you remember Pick Boy from Nickelodeon, that's Jeff Sudpin. He was the Nickelodeon superhero. He wore the green mask and he had the orange cape. That's how old I am. I remember Pick Boy from You Pick Live. So, yeah, that's how old I am. Okay, now we've got 3 stories from GSN. First, the Newlywed Game with Sherry Shepherd is going to come back for another season starting October 25th. And it's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's going to be back-to-back episodes can be seen each Thursday. And obviously that is when the American Bible Challenge is going to end their run because that's going to be the same time as Bible Challenge. But speaking of the American Bible Challenge with Jeff Foxworthy, I think it's an amazing, amazing show. The show premiered to 1.7 million viewers in August, the highest rated premiere of any show on GSN. Well, they've just announced that there's going to be a season 2 for American Bible Challenge. I am really, really excited. I am super, super excited. And if you go to GSN's website and you want to be a contestant on the American Bible Challenge, they have the casting up for season 2. So if you think you really know Bible trivia and stuff, go put your name in for casting if you're old enough. Okay, and our final thing for game show news is GSN has acquired Card Sharks and Press Your Luck again. Now, all TV shows, if you don't know how this works, they have to acquire from whoever owns the show. They have to acquire the rights to show it on TV. And they've got Press Your Luck and Card Sharks. Now, GSN has not done really classic game shows for a while. They are showing like $100,000 Pyramid, $25,000 Pyramid, Super Password, but they're not showing a lot of the old classics right now. And they're actually starting October 15th, which is this Monday coming up. They're going to bring some classics back to the schedule. And for 5 solid hours, they're going to have classic game show formats from 8 a.m. Eastern Time to 1 p.m. Eastern Time before shifting to those newer shows. Press Your Luck, which has been absent for some years, will return weekdays at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this will replace the Richard Karn edition of Family Feud. The really cool thing is we have not seen this for a long time, since Pressure Luck was actually on USA Network for some time. They're going to start with episode number 1, which has not been seen in a while. So go check it out, because episode 1 has not been seen in a long time. And that episode 1 was on September 19th, 1983. And viewers will also see some subtle differences between episode 1 and some of the later episodes. This is the first time GSN has aired these episodes. The first time. So go check them out if you haven't seen them. Also, Card Sharks makes its return, it's going to start at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, October 15th. And Card Sharks episodes will be hosted by Jim Perry, and we'll start with episode 234. I also hear that they will show some Bob Eubanks, but they're going to start with Jim Perry first. And also, the 12 p.m. Eastern Time slot hour is now filled with the $100,000 Pyramid and $25,000 Pyramid hosted by Dick Clark. And it's also going to get a time slot at 10 a.m. to 11. So that should be pretty exciting as well. And Pyramid's going to get an afternoon run now. Pyramid's going to be at 3 o'clock. And Chain Reaction, hosted by Dylan Lane, is going to be at 3:30. And also, Lingo is now been pulled from the GSN schedule, both versions, the Chuck Woolery and the Bill Engvall version. Both have been pulled from the lineup. So they're not going to be shown anymore. Maybe for a while, you know how GSN will pull off some shows and then, redo them. So that should be pretty exciting. That's the GSN schedule. What I'm going to do is the week of October 15th, I have the GSN schedule. I'll post it down below, and you can click on that and see when your favorite shows are going to be on. So that's all the game show news I have for this week, and it was a lot of news to report about for game shows. Now we're going to move into some Magic news. There's a little bit of news to report there. So here is the Magic segment of this show. All right, so the Magic news for this week. The first story I find very far-fetched, but I'm going to report on it anyways, because I'm not taking anything from the man who once levitated in the center of the Luxor Light, that big pyramid-shaped hotel in Las Vegas. They have that huge, powerful beam of light that comes from the top of it, and that beam of light can actually be seen from space. Well, the fine folks over at webcomic XKCD have a new essay discussing the claim that if everyone in the world held a laser pointer at the moon, that it would change color. That's a very interesting scientific experiment. But Chris Angel quickly finds that a simple laser pointer would not do the job, nor would a really high-powered one, nor would flashlights, nor would searchlights. Nope. The kind of power you would need to do that would be as powerful as the top of the Luxor Hotel in Las Vegas is the most powerful spotlight on Earth, Chris Angel says. Let's give one of them to everyone. Oh, and let's add a lens array to each so the beam is focused on the moon. Boom. Light up the moon. Of course. That means, though, we would need to reproduce the Luxor light as many thousands of times, and also use a staggering amount of energy for a simple scientific experiment. But, Chris Angel, the ball is in your court. If you want to do it, hey, more power to you. And also, give me one of those Luxor lights, because I'd like to be part of the experiment. We could broadcast it here on The Talk is Right. All right. But hey, if Chris Angel wants to do it, I say more power to you. But you're going to waste a lot of energy and have to reproduce those gigantic lights. But who knows? Okay, the only magician out of America's Got Talent to make something of himself, except Diddleman. I have to give my full support to Diddleman. But anyways, Nathan Burton from season 1. He was the most famous magician off of America's Got Talent. He actually has a show in Las Vegas at the Flamingo Hotel. Well, unfortunately, Nathan Burton has left the Flamingo Hotel, but the Saxy Theater in Planet Hollywood, Nathan Burton has just changed theaters, and he's going to be back in at Planet Hollywood, at the Planet Hollywood Hotel. So Nathan Burton says the move comes in conjunction with signing a major television project with Fremantle because of the freedom of being able to shoot at the Saxe Theater. So, congratulations to him. Hopefully the move will be good. Now, if you missed it, you missed a really cool thing. I talked about David Blaine's Electrified, where he was getting shocked with 1,000,000 volts of electricity. The Intel, the Ultrabook, Intel's Ultrabook, YouTube page had posted the live stream over last weekend. If you missed it, you missed a really cool thing. I watched a little bit of it, and it was really cool because fans who had an Ultrabook could go onto this special website for Ultrabook people only, and they could interact with David Blaine. They could make more electricity shocking him at a certain time, or music that was playing in the background. They could make it louder or softer for David Blaine. So it was really cool. If you missed it, it was really cool. There's a video on the Ultrabook website. David Blaine gets shocked in the face with 1,000,000 volts of electricity. David Blaine was wearing a Faraday cage, which is something that keeps you from getting blasted by electricity. He wore it around his head. And there's a little visor on there so the electricity cannot shock his face. Well, David Blaine forgot that he was getting a drink of water or spitting out some water. He spit it out, and the electricity hit the electricity and came back up the water stream and shocked him in the face. But it woke him up, though, because he was like falling asleep, spit it out some water, and it shocked him in the face, and he really woke up. So, they're not kidding around with this electricity. But, of course, I have a feeling that was probably fake anyways, because, it's all magic. It's all a trick. But David Blaine being shocked by electricity is pretty good. It was very good. So if you missed it, you missed something really cool. Also, go to YouTube and type in the video Penn & Teller New Las Vegas 3D Audio. This is a video of Penn & Teller's haunted house. But all it is, it's just audio. So close your eyes and listen to people getting really freaked out by this. All right, another thing, too, is Sunday, November 11th at 10 p.m., watch Discovery Channel because there's a new series called Breaking Magic. Here's the official description from Discovery. Discovery goes on a worldwide tour with today's most, Let me try to re-say that again. I am reading this off of Discovery's website. Discovery goes on a worldwide tour of today's most innovative, I couldn't say that word, magicians who transform pure science into mind-boggling magic tricks. Get ready to learn the chemistry, physics, and biology powering the world's greatest illusions. So it's going to be the science behind magic. I think it's going to be really, really cool. There's going to be 4 performers on the show: Wayne Hutchinson, Billy Kidd, James Galea, and Ben Heinlein. I know I said that wrong. James Galea, you might know if you've ever seen, he does a version of Sam the Bellhop in the 654 Club. You can see it. He did it on Ellen, and it's, I can't remember the name of it, but he did a trick on Ellen, and it's really cool. Go watch it. It's really cool. But you might know that name, James Galea. And also, Michael Taruco is going to take Nathan Burton's place at the Flamingo Hotel. So there's going to be a magician at the Flamingo. Again, just going to be Michael Taruco. You might know him because he was on America's Got Talent, too. So that's pretty exciting. All right. So that's all the magic news I have this week. And now we're going to go into a magic trick. I've got one that's really cool for Halloween, and I'm going to show it to you right now. All right, this magic trick I thought would be really cool to do for Halloween, so I'm going to review it after I perform it. Now, if a spectator was here, they would merely think of a playing card. Since there's no spectator here, I'm just going to get a random playing card out of a deck of cards. Let me show you my deck right here, and I'll just get a random card. Let me kind of mix them up just a little bit here, and I'll just pull out this one. Okay, 4 diamonds. So I'm going to actually give my psychic a call. Her name is Kristen. You can see her contact right there. There's Kristen. And I'm going to give Kristen a little call here. All right. Perfect. So there's her number. I'm going to give it a call. And we're going to see what Kristen has to say. I'll put this on speaker so you can hear. All right. Here we go. I'll try to... Oh.
I've been waiting for your call. Sorry you got my voicemail. You can leave a message, but I saw a card for you. A red card. Hearts. You know, you're thinking of diamonds. This means there's great fortune in your future. I see the 4 of diamonds. You're thinking of the 4 of diamonds.
Alright, and that is iPredict Plus. This is a really killer magic trick. Now, I know on camera it doesn't come across as being this cool, but it is really super amazing and awesome. Because you really do have the spectator think of any card. You call this chick Kristen, and boom, Kristen can tell you the card. You get her voicemail, and it tells you the spectator's card. Any card is the chosen card, and it will say any card. It is the most amazing magic trick. It is an iPhone app. It's called iPredict Plus, put out by Theory 11, and it floors people. People get floored. They don't understand. Now, I do want to let everyone know that there is no chick here watching me film this. So there's not, like, I know some card tricks on phones. There's you have an accomplice and they're in on the trick. This one, you're calling an actual number in California. You're calling an actual person in California. So it's really, really cool. I recommend picking it up, even if it's not Halloween, because it's a great everyday trick. It's just good because it's got the psychic and the mind reader, which is good for Halloween. The spectator can say any card they want. They can even say the Joker. And it will come out to be the Joker. The method is so awesome. The spectators won't be able to figure out the method. And you actually do the secret move right in front of them. It's a great thing. There's 2 psychics you can get right now. Theory 11 said they're going to add more psychics later on. But the other psychic can predict a number. So it's really cool. I think they can predict any 2-digit number, I think. So it's really cool. It's a cool effect. iPredict Plus. It's a great trick. I recommend going to pick it up because your spectators will go crazy over that. They really will. And the other cool thing about iPredict Plus, too, is, well, there's 2 other cool things you can do. You can send a text message to Kristen. So you can say, okay, send a text message to Kristen. And Kristen will reply back with the card. It's really, really cool. Also, there's another cool thing about it is if the spectator, you can have the spectator use their phone and call Kristen. And the magic can happen on their phone. So you don't think something's odd about your phone. It's a great, great, great trick. And also, if the spectator tries to call Kristen back, or sends Kristen a text message back. So if they keep trying to reply back to Kristen thinking, oh, it's just going to do different cards every time I reply back, Kristen will start getting upset and be like, please go away. Please go away. It locks out the spectator. You can, for training purposes, for practice purposes, when you practice the trick by yourself, you can send Kristen a message or even a phone call and say, hey, I'm a magician practicing this trick. And it won't lock you out of the trick, lock you out from doing it. So it's a really killer trick. It's iPredict Plus, put out by Theory 11. Go look for it in the App Store because it's a great app, and the method's just going to fool everyone. So hope you enjoyed iPredict Plus, and now we'll get on to the last segment of the Talk Is Right. Okay, well, for the last few segments of the Talk Is Right, I just want to say thank you to everyone who submitted videos for YouTube's Got Talent. Yes, I got only one. Don't applaud yourself. That's pitiful. Thanks to everyone who submitted videos. I'm glad everyone did, because we're not going to have a YouTube's Got Talent. So, yay, you all got your wish. Not going to have it. So, congrats to all you guys for submitting videos for YouTube's Got Talent. I was really hoping to get that off the ground and actually do something with that, but no. And also, thank you to everyone who submitted Talk Is Right, YouTube Speaks for last week. Thank you to everyone who did that, because I got none. So, here's what I'm going to do. There's going to be no more YouTube Speaks anymore here on the Talk Is Right. Now, if you guys like that or don't like that, post in the comments below what you all think. Post in the comments. Don't take away YouTube Speaks. I really like doing that. It's just the topic last week didn't interest me or whatever. Or yes, take it away. It's the worst part of your show. Take it away. Just let me know what you all think. Should I bring it back? Should I not? If not, it's not going to hurt my feelings. We'll try to do some more YouTube interactive type things. The YouTube Speaks was just to give everyone who watches the show a voice and kind of what they think about certain things. So I might bring it back if you all want me to bring it back. If not, that's fine. I won't bring it back. I'll try to find some other interactive things that the Talk is Right audience can do. So also, I'm going to leave you with this kind of heartwarming, feel-good story. I live in Maryland, and I want to tell you about one of our counties, PG counties. The man was driving along the road and heard this kind of clinking noise in his car. So he drives a little farther, still hears this clinking noise. So he stops, pulls over, and hears, meow. Hears that in his car. Calls the fire department. The fire department finds there is a baby kitten lodged in his engine. So they're trying to get the baby kitten out of the car, and they finally managed to get the baby kitten out of the car. And it's the most cutest little kitten, about this big. It is so cute, and they got him out. Kitten is safe, and one of the people in the fire department actually took him home and adopted the cat. So the cat's got a happy home right now. So congratulations. I'm glad they got the baby kitten out of the car. So that is the Talk is Right for this week, our second Halloween episode, and you can see all the really cool spooky Halloween decorations behind me. Again, please put in the comments below if you think I should continue with YouTube Speaks or not. If so, that's great. If not, okay, that's fine. So yes. So leave that in the comments below, and I will see you next week for the next Halloween episode of The Talk is Right.
The Talk is Right is sponsored by the following.
Knife After Dark. Rated R for retarded.
This is the Zachman 18 speaking for The Talk is Right, a 444 RR production.